On this week's edition of Lexington Now, a grant for cleaner water, the School Year I Do program, and being an active bystander. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of August 9th, 2021. Lexington has received a significant grant through the Cleaner Water program. We were there as Governor Beshear was joined by Mayor Gorton for the announcement.
Today we're in Lexington because y'all have it together and you have it going on. When we first announced this clean drinking water program, over $250 million, we said those that could come to a consensus first, those that had that project that was waiting, would end up getting the fastest approval. So we are here today in just announcing just the second approved project in this clean drinking water program, part of our Better Kentucky plan. Overall, those use of federal dollars are going to create north of 13,000 jobs. Just the drinking water program alone, we believe, is going to create over 3,800 permanent jobs. So a couple of weeks ago, we were in Shelbyville making the very first announcement, and the second award is right here today in Lexington. Today's funds will make much needed improvements right here in Lexington and in Fayette County. So I'm proud to officially announce the second award from the Cleaner Water Program, one component of our Better Kentucky plan, for more than $11.8 million from the county allocation pool. Lexington Fayette Urban County government will use these funds to replace the current chlorine gas disinfection process used at the Town Branch and West Hickman wastewater treatment plants. Now, the plants will use moving forward an ultraviolet disinfective system to treat water before it is put back into water bodies. These upgrades are going to improve safety. And when we think about it, what's more important?
Governor Beshear came here today to make this important announcement, and we are very grateful for this funding. We want to thank our legislative leaders. This is a great step forward. Back in 2011, the City of Lexington entered into a legal agreement to clean up its streams by stopping sanitary sewer overflows. I was vice mayor at the time, and I have been deeply involved in implementing the policies that allowed this agreement to be implemented. This environmental initiative, called a consent decree, requires the city to improve its sanitary sewers to be in compliance with the Federal Clean Water Act. The consent decree represents an enormous local investment in our environment. Originally, the total cost was estimated at more than $600 million. Thanks to the hard work, and talk about somebody who's got it together, thanks to the hard work of our water quality director, Charlie Martin, and his team, we have done everything possible to keep the costs down. Currently, the city has spent over $281 million and is more than $83 million under original cost estimates. Charlie and team, thank you. Originally, the consent decree envisioned overhauling our chlorination system. We were not able to include this much safer ultraviolet disinfectant system that we're announcing today. Today's announcement is an important investment in our sanitary sewers that keep the public safe and protect our quality of life and the bluegrass environment that we all treasure.
Today is a really, really great day for us. The Gaseous chlorine is a risk, basically. It's the only way chlorine has been part of the wastewater process since the beginning of wastewater treatment 100 years ago. Facilities this size typically use gas chlorine, much like our sister plant at West Hickman also uses gas chlorine. And the reason why is because it's scalable, it's readily available, and it's proven technology. But over time, we've learned that there are risks associated with using gaseous chlorine. Primarily, as the governor and the mayor mentioned, is that there's the risk of a leak of toxic gas. It's a risk to our employees. It's a risk to the surrounding community around us. There also is water quality issues with it as well, is that too much chlorine in the water can react with other compounds and form things that are harmful to human beings. Too much chlorine ends up in the water also too and is harmful to aquatic life. So, it has its good points and it has its bad points. When we started down the process with the consent decree, the idea was just basically to replace the existing disinfection process, upgrade it, make sure that it was safe and compatible with today's standards. Here's where the great team came in. A team led by Tiffany Rank, our chief plant engineer. Basically, they advocated strongly to reconsider this and look closely at UV as being a possible alternative to chlorine. They put together a business case. They basically sold me on the concept of it. And so, as the governor mentioned, timing came about is that when grant funding became available, we were basically ready to pull the trigger. So here we are today, getting ready to celebrate a significant and monumental to me improvement here, both at Town Branch and at West Hickman. It will reduce our annual operating costs roughly about $200,000 a year, but it also keeps our employees and the surrounding community safe while we still are able to disinfect wastewater the way that we should.
The school year is about to start, and with it, the Partners for Youth I Do program for 2021-2022. Here's Brianna Persley with more.
Hi, I'm Brianna Persley, the Executive Director of Partners for Youth, and we're happy to let you know that our I Do program list for the school year has been released. And so it features over 40 positive youth programs that you can get your kids involved in. And the best thing about it is they are free or affordable. So some of the things that are and have been featured on the list before are equine programs. You can sign up for art programs where your child can have all sorts of types of enrichment activities where they color leaves or where they just draw their fillings on the paper. You can also get involved in outdoor programs that really have some physical activities that they offer. And then there's some after-school programs that are specific to schools that will be a plethora of educational, art, cooking courses, all of that combined, and just some fun programs in general. So there's something on there that your child can get involved in. The most important thing about our list that you want to remember is that we are still in a pandemic. So you definitely want to contact the program coordinator yourself just to make sure that they have those COVID provisions that you expect them to have in place. If you want your child to volunteer for the programs that are on the I Do list, you can still contact that program director because we know that our kids need volunteer opportunities to go on that ILP before they graduate from high school. So think of the I Do list not just as something that kids can participate in as a participant, but also a young child can mentor in a program and volunteer to help those program leaders out. And those are always needed for young people to get involved in positive things, whether it be a participant or a mentor slash just an older kid that's really helping a younger kid be guided through the program. So if you are looking for a positive youth program to get involved with and you're not quite sure where to go, please feel free to contact Partners for Youth. You can reach us at 859-280-8003. Once again, that number is 859-280-8003, and we'd be happy to steer you in the way that you want your child to go.
When we come back, what does it mean to be an active bystander? Welcome back to Lexington Now. August is Bystander Awareness Month, but what exactly does that mean? We spoke with Dawn Runyon this past spring about the Green Dot program.
Hi, I'm Dawn, a community Green Dot facilitator for the city of Lexington. Green Dot is a national violence prevention strategy that is proven to reduce rates of intimate partner violence and child abuse in schools and communities. It's a simple program that uses small actions to help make a difference for someone who may be in harm's way. Rates of intimate partner violence are already higher than the national average in Kentucky, but together we can do something to end that. You can help end that. You may have noticed yard signs popping up throughout your neighborhood or seen posts on Facebook or Instagram asking, "What's your green dot?" These are from people and organizations who have already decided to do their part to help make our community safer. By learning how to be active bystanders, they're doing their part to help make Lexington a city where domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse are no longer tolerated. We're inviting you to be a part of Green Dot Lexington too. Whether it's at your work, your place of worship, or even with a group of friends, we can provide a short training to prepare you to help make choices to make a positive outcome for someone that you know and care about. To learn how you can help make your community safer, visit us on our website at lexingtonky.gov/Green Dot. And like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Green Dot Lexington.
The second annual Creek Sweep is about to get started. What is it and how can you get involved? Jennifer Myatt tells us.
Lexington is coming up on its second annual Creek Sweep. We usually do the river sweep, but to give people an opportunity to social distance while they clean up litter in our waterways, we're doing the Creek Sweep again. Basically, you have the opportunity to pick up Creek Sweep kits with bags and gloves at locations all over Lexington. You can have your cleanup in a park, in your neighborhood, or in a backyard creek, anywhere that you might find litter or trash in your community. This year, like last year, the Creek Sweep will replace the Kentucky River Clean Sweep as a way to pick up trash in our communities. While we take trash directly from the river during the river sweep, we're pulling trash out of creeks that will eventually flow to the Kentucky River. It still makes a difference even if your litter cleanup is smaller than the usual Kentucky River sweep. Last year, in 2020, we had over 140 people participate in the Creek Sweep, and they picked up more than 100 bags of trash along with all sorts of bulky trash items that they pulled out of creeks, such as broken bikes and signposts and scooters. This year in 2021, especially with all the rain we've had this summer, we hope that people remove even more trash from our community creeks. This year's Creek Sweep will be from August 7th through the 21st. To complete your cleanup, and we will have Creek Sweep kits available at our in-town locations from August 7th through the 15th. So make sure you drop by our website at lexingtonky.gov/Creek Sweep to find out the most updated locations for Creek Sweep kits. The kit has instructions for filling out an online survey afterwards with how much trash you picked up and where you had your cleanup. And if you fill out that survey, you can pick a prize that we'll mail to you. So we encourage everyone to participate this year and help us keep our community clean.
Most urban county government meetings are returning to in-person, and we bring most of these meetings to you live. Check out our website for the most accurate and up-to-date coverage of city business. Here's a look at this week's televised meetings. We continue to keep you up to date on how the city is handling the pandemic via our official COVID-19 response site, including testing and vaccination sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our homepage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.